Morning, it's Patsy. So I'm come on today to do the week ahead spread. It's for the 24th of August to the 30th of August. It's a general reading, so it may resonate with some, it may not resonate with others. There may be parts of it that you can take and parts that make no sense to you whatsoever. That is how general readings work. It can't be for everybody. Sometimes you may read the cards different to I do, and you'll be able to take your own messages from the cards I'm showing you. And if that works for you, then that's great too, because like I said, however you can get a message from the readings, that is what the aim is. I'm using my new deck that I did a walkthrough a couple of days ago, the Grand Lux, the Tarot Grand Lux, and by Kiro Marchetti, and also the Kiro Marchetti's Oracle of Visions for the oracle that I shall tie it up with at the end. So for the first card we have the Seven of Cups. So some of us may be going into this week with some choices to make. We've probably got a few choices that we're considering. We probably are that emotionally tied to the decision that we can't quite work out which way we're going to go, which is the best option for us, which is the best way. And sometimes this card can kind of indicate that sometimes our choices are not all what they seem to be. They're not all that rainbow and castle in the sky, what we sometimes aim for, unrealistically most of the time. So if you are being given a choice what may seem a little bit too good to be true, then look deeper into it, because the chances are it probably is too good to be true. Sometimes if we're emotionally involved in something and we're trying to make a decision, it's so easy to make that choice where it seems a quick, easy way to reach what we want, even if it seems too good to be true. It's an option we're going to take anyway, because that seems to be the best, quickest option to get what we want. And sometimes that's not always the best case. Sometimes it's better to be slow and sure rather than dive into something that doesn't turn out to be what we was hoping for and what we have made in our head that it's going to be. So just be careful if you got any choices that you have to make coming into this week. Especially if it's something that you're emotionally tied to and involved with, because sometimes not everything is what we seem to think it is, and it sometimes helps us to kind of take a step back and not become so involved emotionally to make the choices that we need to make. So that is sort of the energy that we're coming into the week with. It's just a kind of try not to become too involved emotionally about decisions and choices that you have to make. And if something seems too good to be true, then it probably is. Look deeper into that. So the second card is the Eight of Coins. So we got the Eight of Coins, so the Eight of Pentacles. So this kind of goes with the first card. So if you have some choices to make, do a bit of research, look into it, look into all the options, and if something like something it seems too good to be true is there, then look further into it. Don't just delve into something. Take your time to really research and look into things, and look at the small print, the fine print, all that kind of thing. And also this card can also indicate that for some of us that we will be doing some more studying. We will maybe learning something new, building on something we already know, doing further studies, and trying to improve ourselves in some way. So that's there for some of you as well. So that's the Eight of Coins. The third card is the Five of Swords. Okay, so the Five of Swords, it could indicate that some of us will maybe get some conflicting news this week, that could be a bit of confusion around, could bring some sort of news that isn't what you was hoping for. Or with the Five of Swords, I always think there isn't no real winner, even though you know, you could be on either side of this. You could be the one who is been slayed, or you could be the one who's standing here, but it's not really a victory sort of thing. So it's that kind of energy. So it could be that they, you know, that could be some conflicting communication going on for some of us this week. It could be that it could even be in our own minds, you know, because I also think with the swords, I very often think swords, especially when they come up for me, is about our mindset and how, you know, the way our mind's working and whatever. So it could be something conflicting in our own minds. And this could be to do with the choices that we're starting the week with. You know, we may have all this stuff going on in our mind, which is very conflicting advice. We may not quite sure, you know, is there a real winner in this situation? You know, am I going to gain anything? Am I going to lose everything? So it, again, it's still pointing to that need to do this further research and to make sure that, you know what you're taking on, you know what you're moving towards, because, you know, when the Five of Swords comes up, it can indicate this kind of that tension, you know, that argumentative, I know what I'm trying to say and it won't come out, I'm rambling again, but you know, the Five of Swords, that energy is quite disruptive, isn't it? Whether this in the mind or in the being, you know. So again, if it's tying in with this decision and that you're making, make sure you do lots of research, because you're probably going to be very confused, and you may get conflicting points and conflicting advice, conflicting news, or anything of that sort of nature. And for others, it may just be that, you know, there'll be some kind of communication what's going to cause a bit of a upheaval, a bit unsteady sort of thing. So that is the Five of Swords. So the next one, the Ace of Wands. So once we've done this bit of research and kind of worked all this out, we could then start something new. It could, you know, plant that seed to allowing you to make that decision, to make that choice, and then to move forward into something new. With the Ace of Wands, it's something that, you know, you've got this passion and drive for, something that you really want to move forward with. You know, there's lots of new opportunities with the Ace of Wands. So once I think you've made this choice, you're going to be raring to go, and you know which path you're going down, and it's going to bring this new energy of really giving you something to really build that fire up within you, and to give you that passion to forge ahead and make you know what it is that you've wanted. So, and for others, this could bring new beginnings in opportunities for some of you, even if you haven't had all these choices and that at the start. You know, the start, what the cards talk about. For many of you, it may just be that there's some new opportunities coming in. It could be new projects that you're going to take on. It could be you know, any kind of work related things that you're deciding that you want to forge ahead with, or it could be a new hobby or something that kind of comes into your life that all of a sudden gives you that passion and urge to get moving with it. But that's there for some of us this week. And the next one is the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry about that, that was my phone going halfway through. Doesn't that always happen? So yeah, sorry about that. So the next card is the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of us, that could mean that financially we're going to be in a good place this week. We may have some news for, you know, coming in financially, and it could be you know, to start, you know, this new beginning here. These opportunities could bring in more money for a lot of us this week. It may be that you've got money coming to you from something that you've invested in, or a little win on something, but something that's going to bring a bit more cash in this week. But for some of us, it is going to be tied to this Ace of Wands and these opportunities to allow us to take on things, you know, that is going to improve us financially. And also, you know, it could be that for some of us, these choices and that what we're having to make at the beginning of the week, that, you know, once we've done some research and got ourselves going, it will lead to a better financial position for us. So the next card is the Page of Wands. So the Ten of Pentacles is on either side, is surrounded by this new fire energy, this new energy that's coming in, what is going to bring these opportunities and allow you to start something new, which is going to financially be a benefit to you. So that is there for some of us. Like I said, you know, it's going to be something new, something that you're just going to be starting out with. And then if this is a new project or a new opportunities what are coming in for you, and you are wondering whether financially it's going to benefit you, then yes, you know, the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Coins in this deck is there bang smack in the middle of those two cards. So that's great. You know, if this is something, a new job or a new opportunity that, you know, is going to be financially rewarding for you. So then we go down here and we have the Six of Swords. So for a lot of us, these worries and concerns that we've had at the beginning of the week are going to start to move away. It's been probably started off pretty stormy, sort of, you know, but you're moving away to a calmer, you've worked out what you want, and you know where you're moving forward, and you're moving into calmer areas, calmer parts. Things will start to settle down. And this is paired up with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is here and the Six here, so they're paired up together. So whatever this here is with the Five of Swords, whether that was in your mind or whether that was something what's actually in your life, what causes this kind of energy, what was very unsettling or whatever I can't think of the right word. Know that by the end of the week it's going to be starting to move away. Things are going to calm down a lot, and I think a lot of that is going to be to do with that, you know, once you make this decision, once you made this choice, once you know which way you're going, and once you take on this new opportunity, you're going to be in a better place. So, you know, you're then going to start to move away from the energies what was kind of conflicting and you wasn't quite sure what was what. So no, by the end of the week, once these decisions and choices have made, that not only is this going to give you bring these new opportunities, that's going to give you this you know, bit of fire and get you all excited and wanting to move forward. It's also going to settle these other energies and start that to move away and leave a lot of karma. And the next one we have is the beautiful Sun card. So, you know, that's a great card, you know, especially when you're moving away from into calmer waters, that you're moving towards the sun. That when the sun comes out, we feel better, don't we? We feel great, you know, we're energized, everything's in the open, you know, and we're just happy. We all know, I mean, the sun's shining here today and it always makes you feel better, doesn't it? And that is what this card does to the whole spread. It just puts a shine on everything. Everything's going to come out, become a lot clearer for you, and you know, you're moving on to better things. You're moving from, you know, this energy is moving you into better things, and it's moving you towards the sun energy, so that's lovely. And then we have finally, oh, if I can pick it up, the Six of Cups, isn't it? Yeah, the Six of Cups. So it could be that by the end of the week you're going to be looking back, and you know, you're going to be looking back on it, because, you know, this is looking back, so it's all about remembering things. And, you know, so it may be that you're looking back and with, you know, how these got to this point of making these decisions and what have you. But this also indicates that somebody could be coming, you may meet somebody towards the end of the week from your past that you probably haven't seen for a while. It's probably, you know, it could even be these new opportunities. Click something in your memory where it takes you back into times past. You know, usually this card, it talks about the childhood, and to me, this, more often than not, when this card comes up, this is kind of you feeling like a child again, you know, especially with the sun next to you. It's sort of you've got that happiness and that feeling of joy and carefree abandonment, where everything in life is feeling really good and there's no worries, no concerns, all these stresses are gone. You know what you felt like as a child. So for a lot of you, you will be ending the week, whereas at the start of the week was full of confusion about choices. By the end of the week, you're going to be feeling so content and quite childlike, because a lot of the weight has been lifted off your shoulders. A lot of your stresses and concerns have gone. The sun's come out, so you're happy to play, you're happy to enjoy life and to just have fun, and to know that you've made the right choices. For others, if there hasn't been no choices and whatever, then you know, the end of the week, whatever the week brings, the end of the week for most of us is going to be this lovely feeling of happiness, joy, loving life, no real concerns what's going to cloud us, you know, for now. And for others, like I said, it could be that you're going to meet up with people from the past who you probably haven't seen in a while, people who, you know, haven't been in your life for a while, and all of a sudden they're back in there, and you know, it's lovely to catch up. So that is the kind of energy that we've got with that. So if we go down this way, we've got the seven of cups, where we have these choices to make, and you know, choose carefully, and these will bring along some opportunities, and new beginnings, and new opportunities, and something new into your life, which allows you to move forward and leave behind everything that has been quite chaotic, and move you into smoother waters. And if we go down this way, with, you know, if you're studying, continue to study, learn something new. We always learning, even if we have like as a tarot reader, even, you know, we're always learning, and whatever your occupation is, or whether this is to do with a hobby and you're doing more research or whatever, that is going to pay dividends. Keep at it, you know, keep learning your trade, keep studying, keep working hard, because it's going to put you in a much better place financially, and in a great place with the sun at the bottom. And then going down here, you know, this conflicting energy here that we have at 5. When you work through this, this again, putting your sights, the sword actually is pointed, if you can see, it's pointed down to this new energy of the sword, the Page of Wands. Again, new opportunities, doing something that gives you passion and love, and, you know, fires you up to kind of move forward, which is going to leave you feeling more playful and happy. For some people, it may be that this kind of energy, you know, it could be related to children, because they're 2 children could, you know, the Page is very often recognized as a child or somebody younger, as is the 6 of Cups. So this disruptive energy here, or this or news coming in, what, you know, it probably isn't what you want it to be, could be about children. Do you know what I mean? So that could be how you could also get a message that way. But let's turn the oracle card and see what that one is. And if I bring it a bit closer, there we go. So she has a key around her neck, and there's a key here, like it's like a crystal ball, but there's a key in there. But there's a box there, that has the key needs to go in. So to me, I mean, this may say something different to you, but to me, it's very much like the High Priestess curtains either side. What's behind those curtains? Do you know what I mean? But to me, there's a book there as well of knowledge, you know. So to me, this is saying that you have the knowledge within you to make this decision, to make this choice. You hold the key. You know, you have the key to this box. It's down to you if you use that key to open that box, and it's up to you to go deep within yourself and know which way to go. It's within you. All you've got to do is look a bit deeper, and you'll know which is the right choice to make. We always know the answers deep within us. Sometimes we are not listening. Sometimes we don't trust ourselves. And this is what this card is saying. You hold the key. You're the one who has the answers. You are the oracle. All you've got to do is take time to listen. And I kind of think that goes very much with those people who have these choices to make, to do with new opportunities that are coming their way. So there we go. That is the week's reading ahead. I hope some of you can take some of that, and I hope it wasn't rambly, but you know me, I do ramble anyway. And I will be back later because I do need to catch up on some videos. So if I get a chance, I will be back. But if this resonates with you, you'll have to pop it in comments below and let me know. But this is a gorgeous deck. I'm really enjoying working with this. So I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.